RJ Kielty, plumbing, heating, cooling, celebrating 15 years of bringing comfort to you. Dealing realty, call RJ Kielty, they'll get your system working to cool you down. And if fixing a leak is what you seek, RJ Kielty's service is the best around. RJ Kielty, plumbing, heating, cooling, over 50 years of bringing comfort to you.
Hey guys.
Welcome to Kielty's Corner,
We're at
episode 26.
Yes.
26. That's amazing. That's a lot of episodes. We've interviewed a lot of businesses, charities. Amazing. But today we have Dan the Man, Mr. Mr. Dan Flowers.
We're here, baby.
Yeah, A+ Pest Control or Lawn and Pest Control. And I think I want to start out with why. What got you into pest control? What kind of drew yourself to it?
So I was about 23 years old, living at my dad's house. He's like, hey, this place is hiring down the street. You should go fill out an application. Never done it before in my life. Okay, cool. So we went and filled it out. Local company, family owned. Ended up spending about 12 years there.
Wow.
My first real job. And learned the corporate side towards the end of it, which made me leave.
Yep.
And, yeah, we don't do the corporate here.
Were you kind of moving up the ranks a little bit too? Okay.
So we started off as your normal technician, spraying grass, plants, then homes, then termites, and then bed bugs, and then learning different things, and then getting licenses and state certified. And then I kind of got tired of doing the same thing over and over. So I needed a change.
Yeah.
So we went to a completely different type of pest control. We went to a commercial landscape company.
Okay.
And something new, treating 300 homes at once, apartment complexes, roadways, things we've never really did before. Did that for about 5 years. Same thing happened. I got bored.
Yeah.
I needed a new challenge. And then we opened this bad boy up. And it's been 4 years this March. And it's a challenge every day.
I just want to say this, number one, Dan's at every single community event.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what it is. He sticks up and he's there for our community, which I stand behind myself. And number two, your growth because of that, because of what you do on social media. I mean, 4 years. And I know you've said this too. You virtually had really no marketing budget at one point. And you just organically grew your company. So maybe talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So I just spent my first dollar on advertising.
Yeah.
After 4 years.
That's crazy.
And so what I try to do, and I tell all my friends that are in the same industry as me, is you got to own your industry. Put it out there. People are going to like it. They're going to love it. They're going to ignore it. And I try to make it interesting.
Yeah.
You can put a picture of an ant up. Hey, cool, there's an ant. But if there's no background, no story, or no joke with it, you're going to get forgotten about.
Yeah. You're going to get passed over. The algorithm's not going to pick it up. Nobody's going to see it. So,
and some of the craziest, lamest pictures you'd imagine get us the most amount of attention. Pictures of cockroach proof, 30,000 views in one week. It's amazing.
I love how you try to be interactive too with your posts, where you try to let people engage. Hey, what is this? Or you know what I mean? And that creates a lot of
those are our favorite ones. We get a lot of incorrect answers, and we get a lot of right ones.
Yeah.
And then we get the guys that know what they're talking about that give us some good answers. And it's fun. I have more fun on the social media side of it, putting those pictures up. And I'm always looking for that next picture too.
Yeah. And Dan, you're in the field, I would say. What percent of the time are you actually in the field, actually doing the work too?
Oh.
Most of it.
Before I got here and when I leave here. Yeah, I'm a hands-on guy.
Yeah.
I don't just sit in the office that much.
I love that about you, because you're gonna get you probably do most of the estimates too originally, or
most of them. We do most of them over the phone. Technology these days, but a lot of their intricate ones that we can't do, we go out there. We go see what's going on, educate them what they have, tell them what they can and can't do, and just go from there.
That's awesome.
You guys have a really affordable price too, honestly, because when I moved, I was looking at different places and I talked to you, and you guys have a really affordable plan.
I think we do. I think we do.
I think you really do, honestly. Because a lot of the other companies I called were higher than what you were bidding for me. So, and then on top of it, he's a cool guy.
Yeah. Well, the thing the advantage, like RJ Kielty and Dan here, is we're family owned and operated.
Yeah.
So we don't have the big private equity on our shoulders telling us what to do, or
Yep.
other people, you know what I'm saying? So that are fighting for margin with you, you know what I'm saying? So I think we can give a good price and still show that same, actually, my opinion, better value. You know?
Yep, you can.
I would
Mhm.
say so.
Our industry has been lucky.
Yeah.
COVID made our industry
Mhm.
so much better. I hate to say, but it really
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Service fields, everybody's home.
Mm-hmm.
You never have to worry about not someone being home.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You got a plumbing leak. Oh, well, my wife works from home now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
Same thing for us. The wives are home. They see bugs. They don't want them. They call us.
Mhm.
Yep.
And
Correct.
it
Yeah.
works out great.
hmm
So I don't complain too much. Maybe the 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning phone calls we'll
Mhm.
complain about, but they're good voicemails.
Yeah. Yeah. we emergency service and we get those. So you get some, hey, I got a roach and it's 3 a.m.
Oh yes, and it sounds kind of
He's
just
under
like
a
that.
cup.
He'll be there until you come.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Do you
Yep.
do more than just like insects? Like, do you remove like?
Yeah, let's talk about
rodents?
all your services, because I know you do a ton. You help me out with a lot, but then I just found out you do even more things.
So yeah, we do your general basic lawn and ornamental spraying for
Mhm.
trees and shrubs. We do household pest control, rodent control, bed bug control, prevention. We do mosquito treatments, rats. Pretty much all your bugs. Not too much wildlife.
Mhm.
We have a company that we work hand in hand with.
Mhm.
And
I was really hoping you would find like a little abandoned raccoon or something. and Just give it to me.
You and Dave.
I really want to. I
we
really
call
want
Dave
one.
with that, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
right.
Which Dave?
Luke,
Dave Luke.
Does he have a raccoon?
Huh? Yes.
they have a sanctuary.
Yeah.
Shut the front door. My new best friend Dave.
Yeah.
I'm going to his house.
Sorry, Dave.
Yeah.
I know you should have told me that. I'm blowing Dave up today.
No, it's great. Yeah, they're very.
That is so cool. I didn't even know that.
Maggie has a great operation, and I get to see it all the time, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he brought a and we have Jesse back here, and
Yes.
and he's controlling. He's the what do
Wizard
they
of
call him? What do they
Wizard
call
of
him? The
Pods.
Wizard of Pods.
Pods.
We have Josh with Ape Shot here, but yeah, Jesse. Let's tag Dave, because he's an awesome guy.
Yeah,
I know you know.
hands down.
Yeah,
Gentleman.
he is. It was either him or I got a quick story, and then we'll get back to you. But it was either, and I've told Dave this, but it was either him or his brother Pete. At River Ridge, I was part of FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America, and actually one of them came in, or we went on a field trip or whatever, and they talked, and when they owned Luke Brothers, and I just remember how awesome people they were, and to do that,
Right.
spend time to talk to a bunch of high schoolers and stuff like that, and they started literally from nothing, and they're still the same people now. So
Very humble.
yeah,
He was great.
great
He
people.
was shuttling everyone to the bathrooms yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God for Dave.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to see Dave yesterday.
You didn't see him?
No, I didn't
No.
get to see him.
Oh, he had
No.
the triple decker.
Well, I
golf
saw the
cart.
whole red team.
Sick.
Saw the whole red tree team out there. They were in full force.
Dude,
Mhm.
they were
Mhm.
great. All of them. I think
Mhm.
I don't know. I have to get with him because last I heard I got second place on his little putt thing that he had, but
It doesn't count if you don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
it was
not
like a
gonna work
putt,
for that.
but you
Does
had
not
to
work.
use like an air blower instead of like a golf club. You had to use an air
No, I
blower
don't know. How does
to
this
get
work?
it into the.
We're-
All right,
We're
Dan.
ready to learn.
Yeah.
I'm
But
just
yeah,
gonna be
it's,
quiet.
that's it for as the bugs go.
All right, we got a couple comments. We'll start with the first one. Brooks said, "Mr. Dan Flowers, my man."
We love Brooks.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
I get a lot of stuff from
guy.
Brooks. We get our mosquito equipment from Brooks.
Really?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
I've only heard good things. What else we got?
Brooks again. Oh, Reagan. I would just like to let you know that Dan Flowers has been nothing but professional. He has taken care of my house for years. I've never had any issue. He gets back to he gives back to the community on so many levels, and he does it privately as well.
Yeah.
Great
He
guy,
does.
Dan.
I know
It's,
Dan. If he would be the only person, if we ever had an event, and I
Yeah.
asked
Dan
Dan,
would be
"Hey, you want
there.
to come over?" I'm like, "Hey, Dan, there's only going to be one
Yep.
person here." He'd be like, "Yep,
Who's
I don't
there?
care. I'm
Yep.
there."
I was telling Tayler yesterday we got to get the dunk tank
Yep.
for the breast cancer
Yes.
awareness.
Yep, he's already
Yes, we
he's
definitely
already
need
helping
that.
me plan that.
Yeah.
It's not until October, mind you, but
I got
he's
a
very
desk coming
excited.
in here.
Yeah, come on.
I like to plan parties and have
Yep.
fun. That's what we do. We
Yeah.
like to have fun.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And people see that, and people know you, and they know you're a good person, you're a trustworthy
Mhm.
person, you're gonna do good by them, like you do for the community, and ultimately that's all that matters. That's
That's
how you
it.
grow. Yeah.
That's it.
I think
It's
that's
a
your
simple formula that people don't look at.
that's literally your biggest like marketing niche is that like you're just a great
All the
guy. Like
events we
everyone
do.
who
Mhm.
meets you loves you.
Yeah, that's what we do. We just go there to hang out with people. We don't go to sell anything.
Yeah.
We'll give you a card, but
If it happens,
If we
it happens.
do,
I don't want to talk
great.
business. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. Yeah, we like it.
So let me ask you this, because I've seen your exponential growth. So end of year 1 versus now year 4, what percent, I guess, growth are you at?
So I'm not a mathematician.
Yeah.
So we started the first year off. We hit 6 figures our 1st
Mhm.
year. We just hit our 4th year. We're over 6.
Yeah.
So when we hit our 5th year, I'm hoping to be at least 7.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
And it's
See,
nice.
that's growth. That's good growth.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
It's good, and we put it all back into the company. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're family owned, and our
Yeah.
kids are going to take it over.
Yeah.
So we're not going
Yep.
to be gone in 10 years.
Yeah.
So
I love that too. Same thing with my dad did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could have sold off and sailed off into the sunset.
Right.
But, he did it for us, and I'm going to do it for my kids. So,
yeah, why not? I mean,
Yeah.
gives them a foot in the door,
Yeah.
a little bit easier path of life.
Yep.
Mhm.
They can see the decisions that were made that were good and bad, and know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they usually value it a little bit more. I feel like
Mhm.
when you've seen like your grandfather, your dad, now you come in, it makes you value that company. I feel like a
Means
little
more,
bit
I
more.
think.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
You want to do better.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
They'll have their work cut out for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always say I learned from my dad's mistakes. They say you
I
learn
think
from
we
your
all
own
do,
mistakes,
yep.
but my dad's like, you learn from my mistakes. Like, I like that, because my dad, he had mentors and stuff, but he started from nothing. The American dream didn't really, have anybody to teach him. He just
Did it on
learned,
his
and
own.
yeah,
That's
Mhm.
amazing.
he just
Look at
learned
you
by
now.
making mistakes. Yeah.
I
So,
know. Look at
yeah.
us, a podcast
Yeah.
room. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going to have a desk in
Well,
here
so-
soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
that,
you're
Tayler.
a
Just sit
great
there.
party coordinator, so
Yep.
I would be glad to have you.
Have a lot of fun.
Yes,
Mhm.
we do.
Our- It's good. It's always and it's always fun at the office too. There's never anybody in a bad mood.
That's how you
And,
have to have it. Why you spend most of your time, your waking hours working? So why do you?
Why ruin it?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
ruin it? Why
So-
enjoy life? You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be work. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
You only get one
have
shot
fun.
at it.
Yeah,
See, you heard it
get
here,
what you need to get
folks.
done.
We don't just play that we're fun. Like Dan will tell you, we're literally fun here, and we're hiring.
Oh,
Every time I'm at a customer's house, I always have fun with them.
Yeah,
It's not like I'm here to.
Why not?
You
Yeah,
have
here,
to.
here, we talk. We make jokes depending on what I see in
Mhm.
the house. We make some
Mhm.
other jokes, or if I see some things that they do that I do, then we'll talk about that.
Yep.
And it makes it fun.
and
Yeah.
That's the way to-
personable.
Yeah, the homeowner's not sitting there going like this.
Mhm.
Honey, he's in our room.
I don't want to miss Nikki, but Nikki said, Dan, the only one to call for pest control. Yep.
I agree.
I can't see the second part. Nikki said something else. Oh, okay. Reagan said, I just drove by your office, Tanner, and his team is outside spraying your complex.
Look at that.
They are.
Look
Are they
at
really?
that.
And I just got the update on my phone. You guys are coming to my house tomorrow. So
Yes, we
thank
are.
you. Yeah.
Yep, what are the odds of that, right?
Yep.
What are the odds?
Yep.
Always
That's
taken
awesome.
care of. His
Yep.
Stan.
It's nice we're finally getting some rain.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
The grass needs it.
All right, go ahead, read that.
All right, Chris
our boy
Hufton
Chris,
over at
Axel.
Axe Holes says RJ Kielty Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling Incorporated. Having the Kielty Corners podcast is just awesome, and being part of it is truly an honor. Love these people, and can't forget Daniel Flowers with A+ Lawn and Pest Control. Such a great company. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
We love that.
That guy's
Chris.
got a fun job.
He
just
does.
throw
He does
axes
have
all
a fun
day.
job. Have you seen him too? He's like
Dude,
got all
he's
these like
awesome.
tricks, and
I
he'll like
watched him do,
throw
like,
it
a
behind his back.
demonstration once,
Dude, it's insane.
And then I didn't end up playing because I just
Yeah, you were like,
After
okay.
that, you're like, no.
He
we let
upshowed
everybody else
me.
do it. Yep.
Can't
Yeah,
keep up with
Chris
that.
is doing a great job getting out in the community.
Yeah, he is.
Axel, great organization.
Mhm.
Yeah, like you said, the trick shots. I remember we were there, and I'm like, I couldn't do it. So.
He had some cool
Not me.
axes too.
That's a
like some
talent for
custom
sure.
ones.
It's something that takes some practice, probably.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some Friday night practice. We'll try it out.
Yep.
I don't think I should legally ever have an axe and throw it anywhere. So that's why I
We're
always
gonna
sit
hold you
out.
to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So back to pest control. What I want to hear, what is I'm sure you have a couple crazy stories. What is like the craziest story that you've had or you've seen, I guess you could say?
Well, I would call it interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it crazy because I enjoy
To me, it might be crazy, but
Yeah,
to you, it might
yeah.
be crazy. So I think my favorite thing to do is walk into a home that has German roaches, very severe, to the point that you can smell them when you walk up to the front door. When you open the front door, they start falling out of the door jamb. To me, that's just like hitting the lottery. I don't even
Van,
have
I
to
would
walk in this
literally
house.
die.
I'm gonna have fun already at day square one at the door. And just watching them run up walls,
That's your challenge, right?
fall down as rain.
Mm-hmm.
They just rain down cockroaches in those types of situations, and that's the most thrilling.
Look at the smile on his face.
Oh yeah, you're gonna.
I'm petrified over here, just like picturing it in my mind.
So my dad, when he moved to Florida, obviously they couldn't afford a whole lot, so they, were almost literally in like a roach motel, where he's like, you could almost see at night the walls moving.
Yes,
so much cockroaches.
We see that on a weekly basis.
Do you?
And it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great. Like, I mean, we've done a lot of hotels in the area that we don't do anymore, and we leave it at that.
Yeah.
Today, we shouldn't name which.
We don't eat the continental breakfast.
Yeah, don't get the continental breakfast.
We just move on to the next. But yeah, I would say those are probably the most interesting, entertaining one. Them and yellow jackets. We pulled.
I see those things too. I've seen you just grab. Oh my gosh.
We pulled our biggest one out right across the street in that neighborhood, and it made the news. And it was great. I mean, they attacked an old man that was putting a sprinkler well in. They had no idea they were even on the property because they have a big property, and this is the biggest one.
So once one hits, do they all kind of?
So they send a pheromone signal, and then they all come and get you. And they don't.
And like
stop
if you
stinging.
run, it's on you, so they'll follow you, right?
Yeah, they'll get. Yeah, especially when you're a senior citizen, they're going to catch you. No track stars. And if you jump into the swimming pool, like a lot of people have that thing that we can go hide. They'll wait a little while.
Stick your head up.
So they're smart.
Back down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they've been around a long time. They're going to be here after us.
So how big was it? How much bees you think it was?
So there was probably tens of thousands of yellow jackets. Just the top layer alone, we had it's on our Facebook. It used to be our cover profile, but it was as wide as a normal 3x6 dinner table. That was just the top layer.
Stop.
We ended up digging the whole thing out. It filled up the back of our tailgate, and it was pretty cool.
Wait, was the old man okay?
Yes, and we ended up getting a group picture with him. Yep.
Were you holding up the nest and everything?
Yes, he
oh
stood
my
right
god!
next to it.
Really?
We're all dead. Yeah.
So how do you eradicate something? I guess like that.
So
Spray something and
you can spray them at nighttime, but it's kind of hard. So what we normally do is we'll dust them as the sun's down. Then we'll go the next day. We'll make sure all their entry holes are covered up. They had over 17 holes that they were coming in and out of. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Some of them you could fit your whole fist through.
Literally like a hotel. Yeah.
You could. It was bad. And so we sit there with the shot back. We'll disturb the nest, and then we'll just start sucking them all up
As they come out.
Yeah. And you only get so many of them. So at the end of the day, basically, you're in a bee suit. You're ripping the nest out, digging it out, using an excavator or whatever you would need. That one we used. It took 3 people to dig it out. But we were all bee suited up, and they were all over us. And then after about 24, 48 hours, they just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, but it's a very I got a video. I'll post it later. About 30 feet away, and you can just hear the vibrations from their wings. It's amazing.
That is very intimidating.
It is very intimidating. It will make
There's
you
no
Even
way.
though I got a bee suit on, I'm still
I don't care.
"Ah."
I would just let you guys handle it.
It's fun. It's fun. You know what? We should get you guys. We should get Tayler out at one.
I think we should not.
Let's do it.
I think
That'd be a
I'm
great video.
allergic.
I'm good with that.
You get an RJ Kielty bee suit.
Yeah. Sold.
They're coming around in the fall time, so be ready.
When do I always get signed up for these things?
We always we have land up in North Florida, and we have wafts or whatever ground stuff, and we always we do the old diesel fuel trick, and
I hear about that all the time.
Yeah.
Some people have luck with it. I think the funniest one we saw was a person had some type of hairspray that their wife had for their hair.
Were they blowtorching?
And they were
it?
trying to blowtorch this in the middle of the day. Didn't work out too well. We went out there and got rid of them, but Yeah, that was an interesting story on how they got rid of them. That or the gasoline trick.
Mhm. Let's switch gears. Let's talk, and I know we talked about this a little bit before we started, but let's talk termites.
Mhm.
I know we're seeing a bunch of termites.
Mhm.
You see the old circus, shroud or whatever they put over houses, and I know you've been seeing worse and worse stuff happening. So, kind of maybe discuss
So,
what's going on.
so in our area, we have drywood termites, Formosan, and we have subterranean termites. Parts of Hillsborough County have a new termite called the Asian termite.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing as the Formosan. They're known as super termites. They've been around here for a while. They haven't really been on everybody's minds because it hasn't hit the news until a
Mhm.
couple weeks ago. Now everyone's panicking, and you're seeing these articles about the super termite.
Mhm.
They've already been here.
Yeah.
You're late.
They've already been eating your walls
And
up.
they've already been in homes. Yeah. So we're actively treating homes as we speak now and in the past.
So how do
And you
people
say
know?
how much houses do you tent?
So
Is-
we're pushing 3 to 5 houses a week for tenting right now for drywood termites,
Holy
specifically in Pinellas County, Hillsborough.
Mhm.
And then for these Formosans, if the carton nest can't be found in the wall or in the attic, you're getting one heck of a termite treatment. You're
Mhm.
getting everything.
Now,
Mhm.
how do you tell apart like a termite from like an ant or something?
So ants have 3 body parts. They're kind of like us. They have a head, thorax, and abdomen. Termites don't. They only have 2 body parts.
So it's a head and body.
Pretty much. It's a stomach, butt, all together.
Mhm.
And the wings on an ant are 2 different sizes. Termites are all the same size.
Okay.
And their antennas, your termite antennas are always straight and clubbed.
Mhm.
Your ants are kind of basically like the letter L. They go out and up.
Mhm.
So that's the easiest identification. Like you'll see them on Facebook all the time. People put pictures of ants up,
Yeah.
and then 95% of people tell them it's a termite, and then that's 5% of guys. And normally never comment. We just like it for the
Just
entertainment.
like to let it keep going
We
for a
just let
little
it
bit.
go. Yeah, we just see what happens. And so the termites have been real big recently. This year has been a very busy year for termites.
What about size wise? Like, would you be able to quickly distinguish like the difference between an ant and a termite by their size, or do they
Just their body
relatively look
parts.
the same?
It's
Yeah.
fairly simple. Once you see one and then the other,
Then you can
night and
tell.
day difference. Yeah.
Okay.
I do have to quickly. I mean, this is a big day for me. And Reagan has it up on here. Hooters is open today.
Yes.
No, FYI community, we don't. Yes, Hooters
Yes.
is open today, so if we can get around.
Everyone go to Hooters for lunch.
Oh, that saga! It's gonna close down. It's gonna open, close down, and then he heard the rumor that got bought out, and they're putting it back.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna get like tore down for like
Ah.
weren't they supposed to like build up?
I'd work a deal out with Hooters for pest
That's what
control.
I'm
It's good,
saying,
man.
You need to get in there
Yeah.
right now.
Free
We go
lunch for
we go there
free
once a
pest
week at least to
control.
eat.
Yeah,
Yep.
In the Hooters in Port Richey, there's nothing better. I mean, the view of the ocean and everything right there, or the river, is awesome. But their food there is better. I don't know if
Food's
they had better.
best.
Hopefully, they have the same old grease that they used to. I don't know what it was, but their food was awesome there. So
It's only about 6 months old, but it'll still work. I mean, they got great food.
Oh god.
It's always a great atmosphere.
Mhm.
There's always something going on.
Oh
There's always
look,
events
Chris
going
wants
on.
to go
Mhm.
get lunch.
It's consistent.
Well, Reagan's
No.
taking everybody out today. So
Yeah,
Reagan?
Reagan. Yeah,
Yeah,
he said,
Reagan.
"Dude, at Hooters, he's got it,"
Weiss. I
thought,
heard we're
right?
all
Yeah.
meeting at Hooters.
I just checked my message, and that's what he said.
Oh my
He's
gosh,
gonna
Yeah.
kill
my
us.
wife's gonna be happy. That's my favorite thing. The wings there are awesome.
It's great. Yeah, you get the boats, and then you get the entertainment at the boat dock, the
Mhm.
boat ramp.
Mhm.
Going
Yeah.
ahead and
Yes,
pull
yeah,
boats
no,
in and
dude,
out.
I
Wait,
love
is that
watching
the
that.
ramp even there anymore though?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
Because that thing was like falling apart before the storms came. Are you
That's
sure
fine.
it's still there?
It
Yes.
got built back better. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
let's talk about switching gears back. Sorry, my mind got off because
Off of
we've
Hooters
been waiting
now.
for Hooters over here in this
Okay.
area
Whole
for a long
discussion on
time.
that. That's a whole topic.
And they call me the squirrel.
I know. Sorry, I got a little excited there. But so let's talk about the hurricane. So how did the hurricane? Does water? Did any of that salt water? Did that affect anything you're doing?
So liquid. So people with termite protection,
Mhm.
yes and no.
Mhm.
People with bait stations in the ground, no.
Yeah.
People with liquid barriers around, yes, because that water rushes it. Basically, just pushes the product through. It's not there
Mhm.
anymore.
Yeah.
We did see a lot of rodent activity, lots of mosquito activity.
Mhm.
A lot of these homes were no electric, no power.
Yeah.
They were mosquito heavens.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oof,
All
yeah.
the piles of debris sat for weeks at a time.
Mm-hmm.
The videos we have from Ring cameras from women
Mhm.
calling our office, they're picking up this stuff with the grappler, and all you see is rats everywhere. Can't even make it up.
Yeah, right down the road
It's a
here in
real thing.
Massachusetts, I guarantee, with all the debris and everything, they had a bunch of rats there.
So we service a lot of homes behind where that was
Yeah.
on that main
Mhm.
road right
Yep.
there, and we had a lot of rodents, a lot of rodent calls.
Mhm.
It's just the nature of the game.
Mhm.
So it's that whole wildlife, everything out there, that whole environmental condition change.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I have termite control through you, and I have the in-ground. So maybe go over in a real basic view to like a customer what that does,
Mhm.
and why it's better than, I guess, the other types of treatments.
So any treatment's better than no treatment.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So a lot of people who don't want to spend a bunch of money on termite protection
Mhm.
because a lot of people have the theory, my house is built out of block, I don't get termites.
Yeah.
So we educate them on absolutely you will, and it's
Yeah.
just a matter of time. So we always say, you can always put monitoring stations around a home.
Mhm.
We'll check them every so often. They'll tell us when termites are at the base of your home, and when you see them, we treat them.
Mhm.
Oh, cool! All right, we like that. We love it. We're going to protect these people's home.
Mhm.
And then they see how fast termites are actually around their home,
Yeah.
and it's a great educational experience for these
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And so there's monitoring stations that go out that monitor for them, say, hey, you're getting hits, time to treat them. And then there's stations that are the exact same, except instead of monitoring bait, there's actual termiticide bait in there, and then they're
Mhm.
killing them from day one.
Mhm.
So the only real difference in monitoring stations and applying the termiticide is a 90-day difference in killing the termite.
Mhm.
The amount of damage in 90 days when they're already being treated and dying is next to none.
Mhm.
So it's something I would tell my mom to do.
Yeah.
Now you get some people who have Formosan termites; those are the super termite.
Mhm.
You have to treat the soil with a liquid. Bait stations just to be on the safe side. If you
Yeah.
have big trees on your property, we're treating around the trees.
Mhm.
And then we're going to go in with moisture meters. We're doing full inspections of the attic just to see if there's
Mhm.
any other nests in there. And most of the time we catch them. And there's always that 1% that you won't.
Yeah.
And that's just when you just go back when you find it and you just take care of it.
Yeah.
But the technology these days, as long as 5% of a colony touches a product, they die within 90 days.
Really.
Wow.
Yep.
So that's what I have around my house, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, just to clarify, that's what I have, right?
And the company, won't they like warranty up to so much or something like
So in
that?
the state of Florida, the manufacturer doesn't really offer that warranty. It's the company that's doing it.
Okay.
They're the ones applying the products.
Okay.
So by law, everybody gets a 1-year warranty in the state
Okay.
of Florida because it's
Okay.
a wood destroying organism.
Mhm. Oh, that's cool.
So it's pretty neat. So a lot of people, we do a lot of WDOs for people.
Mhm.
A lot of times we don't find termites because they live inside the wood of your walls, which we can't see.
Mhm.
So we always do a thorough inspection, just like everybody else. You only get a clean bill of health. You may find something here and there. And then, prevention is key.
Mhm.
I see homes all the time completely destroyed.
I was about to say, how long does it take termites start to get in your house? Traditionally, how long is it going to take for them to start doing like
Serious damage.
structural damage?
So your Formosans, your Eastern subterraneans, once they're there for a hot minute, they can start to do quite a bit.
Yeah.
Your subterraneans will do an average of 3 to 5 pounds of wood a week. That's a mature colony. That takes 2 to 3 years. But at that
Mhm.
point, 2 to 3 years, there's already hundreds of thousands. They've already reached maturity.
Mhm.
They're pushing out new kings and queens, start new
Mhm.
colonies. So basically, I would say 2 years. That's about 104 weeks times, say, 4.5 pounds of wood.
Yeah, it's a lot of wood. Yeah.
And then you got to go to Home Depot, stand in line, and pay for it all in the self checkout.
Yeah.
That's no fun. No, it's cheaper just to prevent them than it is
Correct.
to have to
Yeah.
deal with them.
Yeah. That's what I did too with my house, because sometimes, if you try to feel like, hey, I'm going to be a little cheap. And I haven't heard anybody get termites in my neighborhood. And then all you need is that one thing. It's a lot cheaper to prevent
Mhm.
It is.
all
Yeah.
that damage,
In a lot of the newer homes, they're custom.
Mm-hmm.
They're not your traditional square pads,
Mm-hmm.
4 rows of blocks on
Yeah.
all 4 sides, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You have additions, sunken floors, chimneys, sunken water tubs, and it all changes the way that it's treated.
So you do new construction too. You do like slab treatments and everything.
Yeah, we do a lot of those.
So what is like the process, I guess, for that?
So basically, before they lay their concrete, we come in and we just saturate the heck out of the soil. then they lay their visqueen down, and then they put their concrete. They build a home, and then before they do their final landscape, we'll go back and treat the exterior of it with the
Okay.
trench and treat or bait stations or both, depending on what they want to put in.
Yeah.
But it's a very common thing, and a lot of people are getting away from it, and they're doing post treatments with the with bore care.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, and I know you talked to me about it. I know you don't like to probably talk bad about people, but maybe the difference between that, and that's what I originally had at my house. I think they set up was that system that I don't know, hook something up that sprays in it or whatever in your wall versus actually doing the,
So that's that's your TAX. I forget the name.
Yeah.
It's an in-home pest control system.
Mhm.
Basically, what it is if you pull your baseboards off your kitchen and bathrooms,
Mhm.
you'll see little tubes with the little drip
Little green
emitters.
tube or what? Yeah.
And what it is the whole goal is from the outside of the home, they're using a high pressure canister to basically shoot a fumigant. It's not a liquid at that point.
Yeah.
And then it disperses through those bubbles. The big rule of thumb in pest control industry is if you don't know where you're spraying or where your chemicals are going, don't spray. So I don't do that because I don't know where my chemicals are going. I don't know if those tubes are clogged. I don't know if the one's cracked because it's been 20 years and it just leaks in Johnny's room.
Yeah.
But so we don't do that. We'll actually go to your kitchen and bathrooms. We'll take your outlets off and treat them direct. This way I don't have to guess my products make it there. But I'm sure they work fine.
How about the talking about the toxicity of the chemicals and stuff like that you use? I know when we had a baby, whatever, like, you may not want to use this, but like, what is the products getting better in that respect? Or
I would
or
say
what are you
they're
seeing?
getting better compared to our parents.
Yeah.
We see the things about Roundup all the time on the news.
Yeah.
I use Roundup.
Yeah.
And
it just works better.
Well, once I see actual proof that it's killing people, then I'll stop using it.
Yeah.
But so that's a whole nother topic. You get both sides of the fence on that topic. You get the scientists who've done the research, they know the labs, and then you have the people who watch TV and Facebook ads.
Yeah.
And I'll leave it at that. Super safe product.
Well, yeah, you guys deal with it every day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you don't have an extra arm.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So my customers always ask us, how safe is this? And I tell them, and I'm brutally honest, I go, well, most of the products we use are one of the safest products you can use around pets and people. When it comes to infants under the age of 1, we try not to put anything in the house. We don't have to. And if we do, it's a very minute. And we're probably going to tell you to take the baby out.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the products we use are caution labels. Nothing that's warning or dangerous. A lot of the PPE is a little less than what it used to be for some of the things we do. Like we don't get to use chlordane anymore. Chlordane was a gift of God back then for termite control. Now it's completely looked frowned upon.
Yeah.
So, in 20 to 30 years from now, are we going to know that about what we use? Probably not.
Yeah.
But hopefully that, what they're doing is what they say.
Yeah.
As long as we follow the label.
Yeah.
So
That's
all you can
that's
do.
all you can do. Yeah.
It's like driving a car.
I love that you talked about, I know one of your services, mosquito kind of control. So kind of send me through that process.
So we do mosquito control because we live in Florida and nobody wants mosquitoes.
Yeah.
You don't want your animals getting bit by them either. So we do kind of like what you see like a Ghostbuster wears. We wear a big backpack with a water tank on it.
Yeah.
And we go mosquito fog all the foliage, all their harborage areas where they're going to nest at. Some homes we can get great results from. Some homes we're not going to get great results because of what's there on the property. A home like yours, for example, we're not going to get too many good results from because you don't have a lot of foliage in harborage areas.
Yeah.
It's going to be cut back.
Yeah.
Now
it's coming more off of, I guess,
neighbors.
Neighbors
so they're in your plants and your trees
Yeah.
underneath things during the daytime.
I think mangroves a lot too, right? Are they kind of?
Yeah. You can't really spray those.
Yeah. I'm about to say that. I don't think you spray those.
You can't spray those.
Yeah.
But so we don't mess with the mangroves or the water sources. But we do apartment complexes for mosquito control, a lot in tarpon on the water, and they love it. So we just keep going back, and we have we use a couple different products mixed together, and one kills the active adults, one's an insect growth regulator, one helps it stick to the surface and then spread. So it's a great way. It works great.
How often do you have to do it?
So the products we use have a 21-day label.
Okay.
So we typically tell people a month.
Yeah. Do it every month, and
Just once a month. Yeah.
and they see good results with it.
Takes about a week and you'll start to see results.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's cool.
Yeah. You just got to cut that life cycle out
Mhm.
and then you're good.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So it's fun. You
And-
know, you can
yeah.
wear a full face respirator,
Mhm.
gloves, long sleeve shirts, pants, boots, and it's a fun job.
Yeah, yeah.
We're killing lots of things.
Yeah.
So that's what we love to do.
I need you to come spray my house because I'm
Yeah.
allergic to
We do a lot of work
mosquitoes.
with you guys. I
Mhm.
don't even think you know it, but a lot of the air conditioning techs that are up in the attics are always running into rodent problems.
Yeah.
Eating all the AC ducts.
Mhm.
Those you don't want those open. We just had was it the Jackmans, Hugh Jackman?
Okay. Yeah.
They
Mhm.
passed away with the hantavirus
Mhm.
from rodents. So these people leave all these species up there, and then your employees, my guys, go up there, and it's not a great environmental condition for them.
Yeah.
So
At that point, yeah, we see some crazy stuff up there.
we do. I think the craziest thing we've ever seen were mannequins in
Mhm.
an attic.
Mhm.
Like they specifically hung mannequins, like on the walls, like they're 2x4s. You know, it was a little weird.
Okay.
I hope they're not watching.
Yeah.
I don't remember their names.
He's like, little did you know they were actually people.
but they were like mannequins, and their
You're
heads
next.
just in different places. It's like, wow, this is unique.
Yeah, we see all kinds of unique stuff.
And we enjoy it.
Yeah.
I
All right,
enjoy
we got-
hearing about it. I don't want to be there for it.
All right, we got Sambo with Invigorate Wellness. Dan made my grass green again. Yeah.
Yes, we did, yes.
Look
So
at that.
Sambo is one of the naughty guys on the HOA list. We'll just go ahead and throw him under the bus.
Sambo's the man. He has helped me so many times when I'm sick or my
Yeah.
family's sick or
My wife goes to his office. I go to his office.
really.
Yep.
Yeah, he's awesome. He
I
does
had a
great job.
blast with him yesterday.
Dude, his employees have the coolest job. They get to travel.
They really
Mhm.
do.
And they get to stab people.
Stab people, I know.
And they make them feel better.
Yeah,
That's great.
they stab you, but they're helping you.
It was,
yeah.
it was great yesterday. He was
And they
telling
get paid to do
everyone.
that.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's
today
great.
I'm feeding you shots out of an IV bag, and tomorrow, hopefully, you'll call me and I'll be giving you an actual IV bag to make you feel better from this one. And all the guys thought it was like the greatest thing ever. They're like, you do that?
I have to say, my wife has used it one time for being
Yeah.
hungover too. So.
How'd it work out?
It worked.
Nice.
Yeah, we
Sambo's
had
gonna
dinner,
have a
we
new
had to go
slogan
do-
going on.
I heard
Yeah.
that like majority of the problem with a hangover is just like dehydration, essentially, and having like those minerals and electrolytes
We
and
should start
stuff.
something new, Tanner. We should start a mobile IV at the bars.
There you go. That's all you need. You
That's it.
kill it.
At the bars.
At the bars, as they leave, they can get rehydrated. And they
Just
feel great
right
the
there,
next
you're
day.
good.
It'd be like an Uber situation. You just
Come on,
plug them in the
Sambo.
bag,
Step
drive
it
them
up.
home.
That is a good idea.
That is
honestly.
a good idea.
Boom, boom,
Get a
boom.
truck, get your trolley.
What do you
train
say,
out there.
Sambo?
Yeah,
you want
just
you want to
get the
go in
trolley.
on this, Sambo? On this idea?
We'll hold a chair for you.
You want our cut?
Yeah. All right.
So-
So my last question is 5 years from now, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be in the same place, doing the same thing. So we're in what, 2025 right now?
Yep.
18, 2018, 28. So I'm going to say about 2032, you'll probably see me take more of a step back
Mhm,
and being hands-on
mhm,
and more of a teacher,
mhm.
motivator,
Instructor. Yeah.
instructor, educational, because we have big plans because we're going to eventually open an office on 19.
Mhm.
We're going to have a do-it-yourself store. We're going to have training.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
love
So, yeah.
that.
There's a whole bunch of stuff that we're just going to get into.
Yeah, actually, I thought of that question too before. I'm like, DIY, what do people do wrong, I guess, with that? You know,
So
what is
it's-
something that,
It's mainly
Hey,
us men that do it wrong.
yeah, yeah,
We
it's
tell our
very
wife,
true.
honey, I'll take care of the
I'll-
ants. We don't
I'll
need to
do
hire
it, yeah.
anybody. And then we go get the same stuff that the professionals use. And it's just not applied the right way in the right spots. And it's just a little bit of a knowledge thing.
yeah.
Yep, you hear that, Austin?
doesn't
Dan
do
is
it.
calling you out because I was going to get his services and you insisted on doing it yourself. So that was for you.
And it's not done right.
I mean, the bugs that come in have been dying. So.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, he's doing
I
it
mean,
But I don't know if that.
right.
Hold
gotta
on,
give
though.
us
I don't
credit
know
now.
if that
I'm
was.
Team
I don't
Austin,
know if that
honestly.
was from him
Sorry, Austin, she
or
just
the
completely
spray
dogged
you and said
before
you're
we
doing a good
moved
job.
in.
Uh-huh.
It was being sprayed before we moved in too, though. So keep that in consideration. Give me
Yeah.
like another 20 days, and then I'll have like an answer.
Shout out to Austin.
Do you like
That's all I'm
Austin?
saying.
Majority of the time.
Sorry, buddy.
God
You're
bless- God
married.
bless
Come
his soul.
on. You're married. Both of you know how it is.
Oh, Carla said Dan is the best, helping the community everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Yes,
like
he
that.
is.
So we joined an organization this year, and it's all just about community involvement.
Mhm.
I mean, we all make money. Yeah, we all
Yeah.
pay our bills. We go do fun things, but I want to be involved more.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we can have fun doing that too. You
I have
know
a
what I'm saying?
blast doing those
Mhm.
events.
We
And
do
everywhere I
have
go,
fun.
everyone has their sign up list to get people's name. I don't give two craps.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
You want to talk business? Cool. Call me
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah.
Today we're having fun. Take us whatever you
Yeah.
want.
Mhm.
But that's what it's about.
Shoot, we
Mhm.
had a blast just picking trash up from the beach the other day.
Yeah, we were picking up trash the other day.
I saw your daughter. She looked like she was having a ball.
She was our trash picker.
She
We
picked
would
up the
just we
most.
would find the trash and then she would pick it up for us.
I
Yeah.
don't want to bend
We
over.
weren't allowed. We were sworn to do what Lily said. So
Oh, I got Jennifer Parker. Dan is such an awesome person, cares about the community and very knowledgeable. And
yes, sir.
and Jennifer's the same way. She's always
Yes,
on
she
it.
is.
She's at these events. She's like everywhere.
Yes, she is. You first health,
So-
check her out.
Yep.
We just had
Do
her
awesome
husband at our
job.
house or at our office taking care of our garage doors too.
Oh, really?
There you
Awesome.
go.
So it went from being a to the doors to now it's like it, and it just goes up and down. It's amazing when these things work.
Yeah.
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 He comes out once a year now.
To maintain it.
Yeah.
That
That's
just
a lot
goes
of
to
people don't
show you.
realize.
Collaboration.
I know
Yep.
we're over on time, but a lot of people don't realize like that little bit of time, money, effort for maintaining something like termite prevention or your lawn, and it's going to cost you a lot less money in long term than it
Mhm.
is to I got to rip my whole lawn out and
Absolutely.
redo it, or I
It's
got termites, I
expensive.
got to that stuff's expensive.
It is.
Yeah, garage doors, all those parts and stuff like that. So I'm pretty anal about trying to maintain everything.
you've got
AC
quite a few of
units,
them,
you
yeah.
know.
AC units that
People,
people
don't
don't realize
understand. They
it
don't.
costs you less money for us
Mhm.
to come out there and maintain your unit, have it working at optimal
Yep.
efficiency, then it's going to cost you in just electric throughout the year. So
Like
you're maintaining
coils.
your unit, you're making it last longer. It's going to work. It's going to work better,
Mhm.
and it's going to cost you significantly less money even
Yep.
throughout the year because the ROI on that.
Yep.
Just like your car, you got to treat it like
Yeah.
a baby.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Yeah, do your oil change. Same thing with water heater. Make it sure you have a standard tank type. I've seen sediment up almost to the top
Yeah.
element. You know what I mean? It's just killing you.
Mhm.
And if you don't do stuff right, you don't maintain it, you don't grease your faucets.
Costs a lot more in the long
Costs
run.
you a
Yep.
lot more. Tankless
Yep.
water heaters.
Especially when you
If
go
you're
to
not-
sell, I've noticed
Yes.
when people sell homes.
Mhm.
Yeah, people are more astute now.
They want their homes. I've noticed a lot more people do more work to sell their home now than
Mhm.
they did before when they lived in it.
Mhm.
Updating the AC, the ducts, I've been seeing a lot. Oh gosh, you name it, painting,
Yeah,
everything.
People want like a turnkey. They don't want to
Yep.
have to deal with problems. And if you want the best selling price for your house, you
It's gotta
can't.
look that
It's
way.
got to look. It's got to look right, and it's got to have the backups. Got to have the paperwork that yes, I did this. I've been maintaining this, and here, you know what I mean.
I love
People love
seeing
that.
that. When we do
Mhm.
our inspections, we'll go there with the people, the home
Mhm.
inspectors, the 4-point inspectors, and then the homeowner that's selling will have all their paperwork lined out, and
Yeah.
they'll just go look at it. Okay,
This makes it easy.
so much easier.
Yeah.
And then the next people aren't inheriting a problem.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's just
Yep.
maintenance.
They keep it. They keep it in their file. They keep maintaining it how
Yep.
it was, and they're
Mhm.
good.
just like a clock.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's been a busy summer for us. I know you guys have been busy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The new
It's-
logos look
it's-
great. The
Yeah.
new shirts look great.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's
Yeah, we're busy. HVAC. I mean, it's just I feel bad. Plumbing's more pretty even throughout the year. Maybe in the wintertime we get some snowbirds, so we have a little bit of a blip. Solid growth every year, but it's steady. And HVAC, it's like you have a hot day, it's like boom.
we live
You
in
got enough
Florida,
call.
you need air
Yeah,
conditioning.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
we even have one of those portable air conditioners now in
Yeah.
case ours ever we have a power outage or something.
Yeah,
That thing,
you gotta have it.
that thing's getting hooked up to the generator.
Yep.
My
Yep.
fridge can sit there and rot. I don't care.
Yeah.
I
I don't
don't have
care.
air conditioning. My
Exactly.
wife is not happy.
I think
I'm the
now we
same.
probably have 6 or 8 of those that we bring to people's houses. Say you got to order in the part, or
Yep.
air conditioning's out, we can't get there next day or the day after or something like that to do the install. We do that as a common courtesy because you can't, because it's too
It's too
hot.
It is hot. It's hot in Florida.
We learned
Yeah.
that yesterday.
I'm not going to leave an elderly person without
Without air,
and,
yeah.
and put that on my conscience. So we
Mhm.
try to do
Get it
the best
done.
we can. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you got any new trucks coming in?
Yeah, we always got new trucks coming in. I feel like.
You sticking with the Isuzus, or are you switching them out?
So we switched out a lot. We've had some mechanical issues with the Zuzus. They played their part, you know, but we have a lot of miles on some of them for some of our service trucks. So
Are
we're
they
doing
diesel
a lot
or are
of
they gasoline?
diesel.
Diesel.
Yeah, but I mean, some we have 3,000 or 300,000 miles on them. You know, because
Yeah.
our guys just are constantly
Running.
every day.
Driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with you guys.
Yep.
You know, just boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Yeah, we put a lot of miles on
Yeah.
trucks. We put miles on trucks. I've had that truck less than a year. I'm probably under 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You have to you run those trucks pretty hard. That's again another tool that you better maintain, otherwise it's
Yep.
gonna be down. You
Yep.
know.
Yep, that's your workforce.
Yeah. It's a nightmare. Any other questions?
No, but
Oh, we got one
I-
more. What we got? We got Kelly. Said hi, Dan.
I don't have my glasses, so I can't
Yeah.
we
see.
got you, Dan. We got you.
With Andrew's Tree Care. How you doing, Kelly?
Oh,
Kelly's
yes.
awesome. They do
We
an
love
amazing
you,
job.
Kelly.
We were talking about them this
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Love them. Great people.
Oh,
Amanda
got-
says Dan is such a team player, supports the community and also supports fellow small businesses. Yes, he does.
God, Amanda's companies do a great. Amanda and Brian,
So yeah,
Hunter, they
that's
do a
our
great job.
go-to.
Yeah.
That's our go-to. Blackjack.
Mhm.
I have two of their tents in my garage right now.
I literally
Yeah,
don't know
yeah, we have
anyone who
two.
doesn't use Blackjack Media Group.
All of our
Yeah.
vehicles,
Yep.
business cards,
Ours too.
shirts, hats, you name it.
I literally
everything.
remember when they first started. Yeah, it was really cool, that little red building. We'd go in there and do graphic design when pretty much nobody else had wraps. I'm like, this is a pretty cool thing. Let's try doing our trucks like that.
Yeah, right.
And my dad's like, how much does that cost? I'm like, it's a rolling billboard, Dad.
It's
You'll be
well
fine.
worth
Look
everything.
look
It
how
is.
well worth it is. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
it's
is.
literally what we're known for now is
Yeah.
our
You
trucks.
can see your trucks driving down the road.
Yep.
Yeah.
Half
Anywhere.
a mile away, no
Yeah.
problem. You know
That's
exactly
like my
what it is.
favorite thing of the day is when I get like those messages where they're just like, "Oh, Sarge, a Kielty truck," and they tag us. I'm like, I love that. It
Yeah,
makes
it's
me
a good
happy.
feeling.
Yeah, they're rewrapping a bus for us too,
Mhm.
with everything. So
I'm
got the
excited
new
for
bus and
that.
stuff coming out. So yeah.
Yep.
that
Doing a
should
whole
be
bus
within-
or the side of the bus?
Whole bus.
whole bus.
Whole
yeah.
Come
bus.
on.
I should
You
have known better.
know.
Taylor's
No, we
face
had
is
one
gonna be on
before
the
too.
back.
Yeah.
I tried to pitch it. He wasn't in
We
for
got
it.
some good pictures from the golf tournament
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, we
I
did.
see him.
I'll have to send them to you. Look at her face. She's like, no.
Oh, we got Jen Verge. Love Jen.
Jen, she said, we love Daniel Flowers and A Plus Lawn and Pest Control. They are always giving back to the community and take excellent care of their clients. I'm one of them.
So we do services for Jen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hate to interrupt you,
Yeah.
but we always see her husband at the house,
Mhm.
and he's very what would you say? Like he's always doing something. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like
busy.
you don't want
Handy
to
guy,
interrupt
yeah.
him, right? And then we saw him yesterday on the golf course, completely different guy. This guy was letting loose.
I know he's a
jokes, having
military
great
guy, so
time.
I'm sure
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
but Jen, just like you, Dan. Jen's always here for our community. I
Yeah,
mean,
she
just
is.
when all this hurricane stuff happened, she stepped up with Angel Cook, everybody.
I think she
It
does
really helped
more
out.
of that than
And
selling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
No,
doesn't have to
literally.
because people see that and they're like, this person actually.
They want to work with her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I do. I mean,
'Cause she cares.
Yeah. We purchased that property off of Rowan with her, and she's just very, very knowledgeable.
Yep.
Is that where your sign is? I see.
Yeah,
next
that's
to
our
the-
sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you
we're
buy
gonna
that
build some
bar,
buildings there.
Or is it?
No, that vacant lot right there.
Okay, got the
Yeah,
vacant lot.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna.
There's a bar
build
there?
some-
Well, there's a bar next to it, isn't
I
there?
think so.
Oh, no. The techs are going to love that.
But anyways, thank you, Jen. Kelly, both great companies. Yeah, like I said,
Love you,
Andrew Seacrest,
Kelly.
Same thing.
Yeah, those guys are gonna be busy with the trees.
Yeah, they are. Hurricane season's
season.
coming.
Yeah, they
We're
do
all about to be
amazing.
busy. Who are we kidding?
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're not busy for the hurricane.
Yeah,
We are
correct.
busy.
Yes, I'm hoping we don't have any hurricanes, please.
Last year was a rude awakening.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I'm prepared for anything now after last year.
I wasn't prepared for it. I didn't know. We had, the whole Gulf Coast clients
Yeah.
have services that needed to be done, but you
Mhm.
can't do them.
Mhm.
And it's like
Stuff.
you can't pull into those neighborhoods
Mhm.
saying, "Oh, hey, I'm here to spray your lawn. I'm here to
Yeah.
spray your house."
Yeah.
You're not living in it.
Yeah.
You had 4 feet of water in it.
Mhm.
That
Looks like a
that was
disaster
new.
zone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was. It was really sad.
that was new for us.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, that probably impacted you guys too.
so we didn't cancel anybody out.
Mhm,
We never charged them for those services that we did.
mhm.
And some of them are just now getting back on their feet into their
Yeah.
homes. Some of them aren't.
Yeah.
And so we just continue to help them out.
Yeah. That's
So
You the man, Dan.
yeah,
You
Dan,
the
that's
man.
amazing. Yeah. Just try to do what's right and it comes
That's it.
back to you tenfold.
yeah,
Yep,
do the right
always.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, before we end this episode, we wanted to share with you guys something new that we're doing. So, for all of our new podcast guests, we have created a shelf where we'll be putting your swag items. Dan brought us a cute little hat, which once it's off the shelf, I'll be stealing this to wear it. But we just want to let everyone know we're going to have fun little knickknacks to continue promoting all of our guests who come onto our podcast. Dan, you are the first one on the shelf, so congratulations to Dan.
That's right.
And
Mementos.
yeah, I'm excited to see what everyone else brings and how this shelf looks throughout the season and how it
You just gave me like the
and-
best idea. Instead of elf on a shelf, I'm gonna get a Dan on a shelf.
Dan on the
God,
shelf.
Dan
With a
on the
blue
shelf.
shirt, a little
Cockroach on the
hand spray,
shelf.
holding a cockroach.
I love that.
All right, Amanda, make some
Make
magic
it
happen.
happen. Well, thank you everybody for watching and
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you, Dan.
Yeah, we had a blast. This is great.
See you guys on the
Yeah,
next
thank you.
episode of Kielty's Korner.
Episode 26.
7.
Six
Oh,
out.
26 out.
Yeah.
See you at 27.
Yep. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.